A very good morning to all. A very good morning to all. Yeah, a very on behalf of TNP committee, on behalf of TNP committee members, Government College of Engineering and Technology, Jammu, I extend a massive warm welcome to today's esteemed expert, Mr. Dinesh Kumar, Director SOTI India Private Limited, a Canadian Canadian multinational company, organizer of this event, TNP Cell and Innovation, faculty, faculty and students who are on the line, and attending this webinar on emerging world after COVID-19, emerging technologies and opportunities. I am Ajay Abdul, in, in charge, training and placement officer, Government College of Engineering and Technology, Jammu. First of all, I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Smeru Sharma, for allowing and supporting us to conduct this event. Now, I would like to introduce our esteemed expert, Mr. Dinesh Kumar, Director SOTI India Private Limited. Sir, I welcome you on this occasion. Mr. Dinesh Kumar, Mr. Dinesh Kumar, he is the keynote speaker on this occasion. He is a leadership coach, motivational and industrial speaker. He is a trainer, technically he is expert in big data, IoT, expert global technology, and delivery with rich experience of 26 years. He is into managing business, driving stakeholders, value proposition. He is having business and business operations, sales and marketing. of global corporation and large companies. I also welcome Mr. Sarvinder Singh, Director of Innovation Education Service. He is joining this presentation. He has 18 years of rich experience in the industry with major telecom companies. He is keen analyst, skilled in market forecasting, and proficient in formulating, developing, and implementing business strategies. Mr. Sudhir Pathania is also on the line. He is a regional manager of Innovation Education Services Private Limited. He has 17 years of experience in IT education sector, an effective leader and excellent in student management. He has good knowledge of organizational structure. What do I believe? Many of us are going to draw a lot of insight into emerging technologies that may transpire something to our students, faculty, which is usable for the society. It is over to Sparsh. Please continue the session.
Again, a very good afternoon to all the participants and a warm welcome and special thanks to Principal Ma'am, Mr. Ajay Abrol, Dr. Bhavna, and student representative Spashdeep Singh for making this webinar possible. On the outside, what I feel is that very few candidates have joined. I think there are only one or two students which have joined. So it is my suggestion that if we can keep this webinar for some other day where we have some good number of students joining in, and that's my suggestion. If you want to continue, we can continue, but the students have not joined today. We are always there, we are always available for the webinar, and that's my suggestion. What Mr. Brol says was Dr. Bhavna says, please let us know.
Sir, I think we will start the session and we will share these videos with our students.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Because the students are joining now, so let them join.
Okay.
Because I'm feeling very sorry that the Ganesh sir with because I don't know why the students are not joining. Maybe some technical issues are there with them. So I'm connecting the students. No problem, sir. We will just start the session.
Okay. Okay. Let me begin with a brief introduction about the Innovation Education Services. We are a tech education company with our head office at Gurgaon and the regional office and a training center at Trikutanagar, Jammu. At Innovation, we have developed a complete ecosystem of industry academy knowledge with focus on campus delivery and full-time functional placement exchange. We at Innovation strive hard to create technical employable professionals. As a team, Innovation has made an effort that not a single day of students associated with us during this lockdown period has gone
जी
wasted,
सर,
has gone without learning,
हाँ जी,
because we believe that though we are locked, but we are not down. We have been conducting regular online classes with personal tutors for students on courses like edge computing, cyber security, artificial intelligence, big data science, and not to forget Java and Python, and many other technical courses. Apart from technical courses, we focus on soft skill development of the students, as it is said that you don't get a second chance to make the first impression.
कितना join?
After soft
इसका,
skills like personality
और कोई
development,
यार,
communication skills, resume writing, interview facing techniques go a long way in helping the students in their career progression. We as an organization believe that hybrid model of education is the best suited for the college students, wherein online classes are available with a personal tutor, so that the learning, teaching, and communication is two-way. That is, the students can interact with the teacher in a live class and get their doubts cleared then and there. As far as our association with GCET goes, we are associated with Government College of Engineering and Technology from almost a year now. We have been given a chance and we have been feeling privileged that we have been conducting seminars and we were participants in the induction program for the freshers, and we also have organized industry visits for the students of GCET. Now coming back to the today's webinar, Emerging World After COVID-19, Emerging Technologies and Opportunities. I would like to thank and invite Mr. Dinesh, who has taken out time and put a lot of effort for this webinar. Mr. Dinesh of 27 years in the industry and has worked with giants like Aircel and presently with Soti India, a Canadian MNC, as Director SAARC Nations. Once again, a very warm welcome to all the participants here. And from here on, Mr. Dinesh will take over. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me on this seminar today. So I thank the management and faculty of GCET and all the students for participating, and I thank the director and management of Innovation Education Services Private Limited for arranging this. So these are tough times, as we all know, and we can only learn from these tough times and move on to understand where the world will be after COVID kind of a scenario. So I can start with my presentation now. Soti, as you all know, is a Canadian MNC. We have been in the field for last 25 years, and we are into enterprise management mobility, supporting large enterprises and for their software requirements on the mobility management, which is must these days. Even in lockdown, a lot of support is coming from organizations like SOTI into the hospitality segment, into hotel segment, into hospitals, delivery of medical services, and all other areas of logistics, transports, continuing on essential services and government agenda. We are supporting Indian Postal Payment Bank for the direct transfer of benefits to a lot of people in remotes and villages, and maximum subsidy transfer is happening through Indian Postal Payment Bank, which is managed by SOTI on day-to-day basis, 24/7 by 365 days. We can move on with the presentation, Shahrzdi. So you can start scrolling the screens. You can go to the next slide. So SOTI is a 25 years old company with 99 consecutive quarters of profitability, with 35% average revenue growth, and 93% of whatever we produce in Canada is exported. 4,000 partners, millions of devices managed. Yeah, next.
The presentation is not shared on the screen.
It is there on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
Industry, in terms of industry recognitions, if you look at SOTI, we have been awarded Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award in 2018, Editor's Choice for the Best Mobile Device Management Solution 2016 to 2019. We are one of the fastest growing company in North America, and we also have been awarded the Breakthrough Awards in IoT technology. We are bringing all the IoT devices into the platform management, which is done by our solution. And that's where we have been awarded IoT Evolution Award. We have also figured in Globe and Mail, which is the fastest growing company in Canada across any spectrum of technology companies. Next. That's our spread across the globe. We are a global company with great investments in India and Canada. In India, we have a huge development center at Gurgaon, and fortunately, we were able to host a lot of students from Government College of Jammu there. They have visited the facilities in the development center, interacted with developers, interacted with tech support teams. We have a 24/7 by 365 day tech support team there, and we support the SAARC nations as well as the entire globe for development of products. We have recently introduced new products in India through Indian development teams, and South India office has recently started again to support innovation. So research and innovation continues in India and Canada, and other offices are sales and marketing offices to cater to the entire globe. Yeah, next. This gives you a glimpse of what SOTI does across the globe. 17,000 plus enterprise customers around the world. If you look at from left-hand side, the biggest of the car brands, BMW, Volkswagen, Audi, Hyundai. You go to airlines, American Airlines, Ryanair, Airbus, Alitalia. You go to food chains, Burger King, McDonald's, Coke, TJX. Then go to big retails, H&M, Michaels, Walmart's, consulting companies like Accenture, the delivery companies like Blue Dart and all. So every spectrum of industry, whichever vertical they are in, whether they are in automotive manufacturing, whether they are large airlines, large food chains, the biggest of the retail chains like Walmart's, big e-commerce companies like Amazon, every single company we are there. So most of your students who have not heard of SOTI can easily understand that we are at the back of these operations. You name any brand like a KitKat or a Nestle or a Maggie, all these companies which you are familiar with, at the back of these companies, SOTI resides in providing those solutions to these companies. Because most of the Indian customers are Department of Post, Postal Payment Banks, we have Maruti, we have Cholamandalam, uh, we have Hotel Lalit, uh, we have Reckitt and Benckiser in India. Uh, so all these big customers in India depend on SOTI, Future Generali, Nielsen's. So there are many customers in India who are taking support from SOTI. Yeah, next. This is of a great interest for students. This gives you a glimpse of SOTI's capabilities and opportunities for students in terms of technology areas. SOTI's capability here is we support broadest device range of devices, which would mean rugged devices, single-use devices, tablets, smartphones, laptops, and PCs. And in the center, you see the platform, which is SOTI solution. On the right side, you see all the other category of devices, which you see in airlines, in retails, in halls, the kiosks, the digital signages, uh, even the virtual reality wearables, your watches of Samsung's wearables, point of sale systems. So all everything which has an operating system, SOTI is capable of managing that at the back end. So for students who are keen on software development and who are keen on technical support side, who have technical competencies, so anything to do with various operating platforms like Windows, Android, iOS, Linux, Tizen, we have opportunities. So these are the operating system we work on, and we are a very strong company in terms of DevOps and developing softwares on all the platforms like Java, Python at the backend. So people who are good in those engineering technologies and have done some kind of certifications are more than welcome to find opportunities within SOTI. Yes, Hardik, you can go to next. That's the solution. So if you look at today's world, uh, the majority of the work which is now being happening on the workplace, so which is like outside the office, mobile workforce is required, mobility platforms are required. So anything which is work on mobile, whether it is a laptop, whether it is a kind of tablet or a mobile phone, the workforce will require applications to work on, and then the companies require complete management of those devices. They require remote support, they require device intelligence, they require single sign-ons, they require IoT. So if you look at from online circle onwards, we have SOTI Snap, which gives the rapid app development. Students can start or faculties can now start developing apps without coding knowledge. So the platform is a hard-coded platform. You can start with a minimum knowledge of coding or zero knowledge of coding. You can start coding, you can start developing applications here. You can, Movie Control is our device management piece to manage all the devices. Assist is our diagnostics, auto diagnostics tool to remotely manage the piece. You can take videos, you can take snapshots of the devices if they go wrong. So this brings the entire thousands and lakhs of devices into sitting at uh, this location. Insight is our piece where we give device management solutions and take insights from the devices. So in any intelligence of business intelligence required from devices is there. Identity is our single sign-on solution. SOTI Connect is our IoT piece, wherein we bring all the IoT devices into this kind of a management of devices. And SOTI Central is our collaborative piece. If we want to connect with our customers, we want to connect with our partners, internal exchange of information. It's like Facebook, but internal to SOTI customers, partners, and SOTI employees. Yeah, go to next. I'm now coming to today's topic, which is the world after COVID. So I have divided it into three categories. There is a pre-COVID world, the normal world which we are used to living in, and whatever was happening there, we are well aware of our lives. Then suddenly COVID came in, and what do we see as an impact post-COVID? The world we all know before COVID and the world which will be after COVID will be entirely different. The pace and the pattern, the build and the direction, the knowledge and the thoughts, habits and mindsets, industry and growth. So these are the topics we will touch upon, and that's where we will see a lot of change. We will see a lot of change in pace and patterns emerging. We will see a lot of change in the earlier build of the world and the future directions. We will see how knowledge and thoughts were playing a role in earlier society and how will it play in the emerging world. Habits and mindsets will have to change because the world is passing through a very different phase. A lot will change after COVID, and industry and growth areas post COVID. We will touch upon all these things in today's discussion. Yes, we can go to the next slide. So all of us have understood that there will be various stages. In India itself, as of now, we are in lockdown 4 phase. This is 45-day plus kind of a scenario running on. Stage 1, but this is global in nature. So stage 1 was post December when this started catching up. People started realizing there's something wrong, and then stage 2 came, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5. So that's how a consulting company, McKinsey, has divided the world into. It will phase out in 5 phases. Each stage will have 3 or 4 sub stages wherein we will get into lockdowns. We will start preparing for the COVID emergencies, and then we will open up slowly. All those stages will emerge. But this seems that this is here to stay, and it is going to be a long, long journey for the entire globe before we even think of fully coming out of it. So we will have to learn to live with COVID as of now. And stage 5 definitely is going to pass through entire 2020 and also 2021. So impact is seen clearly till 2021 end. Yes, next. Look at this. This gives you an indication on how the industry is preparing or how governments are preparing, how the world is preparing to move and create a time zone in which we will have to absorb the economic shock. So we are all in stage of shock, and we will have to absorb this shock in terms of getting back into form after whatever period it is. The period being forecasted is 1.5 years, and the block which you see here is the time boxing of the problem. So that is the time zone in which we will have to play safe, play it down. We will have to just safeguard our lives, and we will have to safeguard the business interests during this period. The world will pass through an economic shock of -8 to -13%. So red line is 0. Below that is the problem area. So the recovery is not in near future. It is recovery starts from 2021 December onwards. So till then we will be in negative. It's a huge amount of economic shock which will impact everyone. No one will be left unimpacted in this journey, and that's what is the discussion for today's topic. So even though you are students, and generally the trend is that let's not share deep insights or the global reports with students because they are not experienced enough to understand all those things. But one thing which is now breaking the myth, and I personally believe that everyone who is a technology student or a graduate student should understand where the world is moving. They should read more such reports. They should get into these kind of stuff to understand what is happening around them. How will the world be impacted? How will they be impacted? And for that, they should eventually grow up now and start getting into business discussions, start getting into discussions which are beyond normal discussions, which are reports which are published by various agencies available in open domain. Talk to people who are knowledgeable so that they can prepare themselves just like the world is preparing, and time box their problem also. So they will have to create a box for themselves also, in which they will have to play safe and understand and learn. All right, next. This gives you the details of the impact in terms of GDP. Everybody has heard of this term. It is the right time that everybody starts understanding also what GDP means. Gross domestic product is not only for politicians to speak about, not only for governments to speak about. It is something which impacts daily life. It impacts jobs. It impacts everyone: the faculty, the students, the businesses around us, the people like us. So everybody should know what it means and how this is moving. So there is a huge impact. The world will be down by minus 5% in terms of GDP, which is huge if you turn into number of lakhs of crore rupees. It is going to turn out to be a huge, huge dent. USA -8, Eurozone, which is the entire Europe, -10%, China, Asia, -5%. So all these guys will go down, and recovery will be post 2021 times. 2021, when we are there, maybe towards July of 2021, we will see that recovery starting. Yes, go ahead. If you look at these sectors which we have all heard of, the entire zone is negative. This is a three-dimensional graph which tells you that everything is in negative below zero and goes down till -45% depending on the impact. So aerospace and defense, where the world was spending maximum, will be hit maximum. No requirement of any defense equipment now because the world is in survival mode. Airlines minus, hospitality minus, leisure minus, travel minus. So all these things will be completely in a stage of shock for at least 1 year, and uh, I don't see them coming out of this zone. This particular graph, everything which is written in terms of the zones there, which will be taken up in next slide again, will be a big impact area. That's where students will also get impacted because all the kind of jobs which were in these kind of segments will have to wait now. So we will have to figure out if this is going out of the horizon, then what is coming on the horizon. Next. This is a generic slide which is specially prepared for you guys. The hardest hit sectors may not see restart until 2021. Air travel, aeroplanes, defense, aerospace, air and travel will be down. It will be down till 2021. Insurance of which is especially the cars, the carriers, insurance, that segment will be completely down. Oil and gas is already down and it has just collapsed. 3 months no consumption. The import prices for oil were almost zero. Automotive industry will continue to be in shell, and entire thing to with luxury, fashions, apparels, which was a big spending area, will be down. So you can now correlate any industry in this segment, which was a potential job provider earlier, is not on the horizon for next 1.5 year. They will not be able to support any kind of jobs. So that's where the major impact is. And now let us go and see where we gain and what will be our course of action in terms of industry, and what should be your course of action in, as students and as faculties, to pass through this phase and strongly move to a better future. Yes, next. So guys, this is very important. That's what leaders are doing. That's what business leaders across industry are now thinking. They are resolving their problems. They are building in resilience. They are planning for the return. They are reimagining the world scenario, and they are creating reforms. So this I call as 5 Rs: resolve, resilience, return, reimagine, and reform. We are doing that in our daily businesses. Faculties will have to do a lot of planning around these 5 Rs. They obviously are doing, and today's session is one of such sessions where we are trying to build resilience, we are trying to return, we are reimagining, understanding, and trying to reform things. How does it apply in students' domain? How does it apply to faculty? I think we should deep dive into it. I would request maybe Innovation to conduct a workshop on this, which is seen in the next slide. A lot of work needs to be done here by people like Sir Gurinder and Mr. Abrol and Madam Bhavna to together to help students. Go ahead. So I would suggest that you guys take this as a workshop homework in terms of uh, help from Mr. Abrol, Madam Bhavna, and Surinder together to build your 5 Rs. So each and every student should start working towards this in terms of what is your resolve, how will you build resilience, what is your plan to return to normalcy, what are you imagining these days, and what is your plan to reform. So think of next 3 months down the line. So create a kind of a box, which is a time box for next 3 months. Work out a plan in which you should put these 5 Rs. So we can help you guys to develop your 5 Rs. You create a chart of basically 5 pages on what you guys are thinking to resolve, resilience, return, reimagine, and reform. And then we can possibly get onto a workshop mode and help one-on-one each student to figure out what is the best thing to do in next 3 months. Yeah, move ahead. So there will be a new world. So there will be a new normal also. The world as it will be in terms of the pace and pattern, the built-in directions, the thought, habits and mindset, industry and growth will now go a huge under change. Two takeaways, and I have been writing a lot about this. You people who are connected to me on LinkedIn can read articles there. Has the world realized now that speed without direction takes us nowhere? So if you look at the current world, we were moving very fast. We were talking jet age. We were trying to catch the moon. We were trying to go to Mars. All space missions were in place. The world was almost rolling 24/7 by 365 days. And on the other side, this speed was destroying environment. We had seas which were almost dumped with too much of plastic. We had too much explorations of minerals happening. We had huge kind of pollution in sky. Our ozone layers were breaking. So, and suddenly we have realized that speed without direction possibly was taking us nowhere. And before we could think of a global warming, something came up and hit us hard. And now we realize that yes, we need to back, we need to take a detour, we need to take a new direction. Speed is okay, but if direction is not there, possibly we will land up in wrong territory. Second thing was the world. The world was extremely confident. You know, look at various countries talking of huge GDPs, huge growth, and bullying others. So the confident world also realized that were they clear in their objectives? So possibly they were also caught unaware. America is down, Germany is fighting, Japan is fighting. So this particular calamity has taught us confidence without clarity and speed without direction takes us nowhere. So now for students, what are the takeaways? So for the world, there are various takeaways. For businesses, there are various takeaways. For students, I think you are also hit accordingly. You have not been able to move out of your houses for last 45 days. The same thing continues for next 45 days to 90 days. So you have a window of almost 6 months. In that 6 months, how are you going to time boxing? How are you going to use that time? How are you going to nurture new skills? The old set of patterns, the old set of skills suddenly will now require some kind of fine tuning. There will be personality traits which will go on decline. Those personality traits will not be required. New personality traits will emerge. Routines have already changed. You should have seen yourself. Now there are more routines. You would be realizing there is a huge amount of void in your lives now. What to do since morning 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. So there will be people who will be wasting time. There will be people who will be using time. There will be people who will be using this time beautifully to develop new routines to get set for the next zone. And that's how the new normal has to be understood. For students, there are many takeaways from this. You will have to create those zones. If people who are interested in getting into that workshop should start working in terms of how do you want to time box, how do you want to develop your 5 hours, what new personality traits you want to increase, where do you feel the void, how do you want to recover that void, what should be the new routine, and what should be the new direction. Yes, go ahead. Good news, interesting fact. So nothing. When the world passes through problems, so it's not that it's only problems. There are good news also happening. There were technology drivers which we had discussed earlier. 2019 technology drivers were machine learning and artificial intelligence, edge computing, cloud computing, serverless technologies, Internet of Things, blockchain, security, web security, conversational chat box technologies, containers, Dockers, DevOps. Those were the technologies which were coming in. Those technologies stay. They will flourish. They will move into next zone. The world will catch and adapt these technologies faster now. They will give rise to mobile devices management, IoT platforms, location detection techniques, advanced human-machine interface, authentication of fraud detection, 3D printing, smart sensors will evolve, big data analytics will take a next leap. You will have augmented reality and wearables coming in, cloud computing will be the new leap. So post-COVID, these technologies will grow faster. Now that's the world you are moving in. So for people who were in technology domain, people who were doing engineering, people especially in computer science and IT and electronics kind of technologies, have a golden chance to quickly catch up the wave. You have 5 to 6 months sitting at home, working from home. You need to quickly get into the next wave. So that's the good news. That those are the interesting facts which should excite you. That while the world is passing through the gloom, uh, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and the light is a bright light at the end of the tunnel. These are the technologies which will take the world into the next zone. So get set, go. Let's go to the next slide. All these technology qualifications will now require added skills. So what will change? I was going through a lecture by Professor Adam Grant at Wharton School, which was talking about the impacts of COVID-19 pandemic on the world of work. He had two observations and two basic guidances. Leaders should take the opportunity to give their employee more control over their schedules. So he was purely speaking to the business community, wherein he was telling the managers, the leaders, the CEOs that you guys will have to give more control to the employees now. The schedule will belong to the employee. Schedule will not be an office schedule of 9 to 5. That is what he meant. Companies should now start reflecting what they have learned and how they plan to enforce these experiments of work from home. So everybody was talking earlier also. Everybody was talking work from home, remote working should be done, but nobody had experienced that at mass scale. This is the first uh, occasion where every single company has actually experienced work from home at mass scale and globally. People from last 3 months, 4 months, 5 months at various locations of the globe are now working from home. So there are learnings which are coming into place. So that means the work from home and remote working will stay. It is here to stay. That is one clear insight which is coming in. Second, if that happens and the world changes, the stage will be new. And every new stage of life will require a new boy, a new girl, a new entrepreneur, a new human being, a new faculty. So you will have to evolve yourself to a new you. And this change seems to stay back, and therefore you will require new skills to counter these changes. You will require a new you. How can we prepare for that? Let's look at the new slides. The stage has changed, and therefore characters will have to emerge and change. Next. Look at this. This is what is happening across the globe. The employee's past and the employee future is completely changing. The evolution will require a new you. So on the left side, in the gray matter, is the thing of the past. Work from 9 to 5, work in a corporate office, use company equipments, stay focused on the inputs. What is boss saying is of prime importance. Climb the corporate ladder, predefined work, hard-coded information. Information is hidden. You don't have a voice, right? You rely on emails. Whatever knowledge you have learned and corporate trainings you get, you used to work on that. That was past. It has changed suddenly. 45 days, everything has changed. Future is work anytime, work from anywhere, use any device, stay focused on the output. I don't care what you're doing, but output has to be delivered. So therefore, stay focused on the output. Create your own ladder. Customized work, information sharing. Can you become a leader? Collaboration techniques, focused adaptive learning, democratized learning and teaching. So the world has completely changed in the last 45 days. So the square side of the block which you see where we have created a blue square, focused outputs, create your own ladder is something which is not done before. So all of a sudden, that box is a new box which you will have to learn now. So if you guys are engineers, you guys are techies, and you were fit to work in the earlier past environment, but what we now expect is a techie with a corporate industry skill. What does it mean? So there is a new subset which will have to emerge. You will have to develop those business skills to cater to these new requirements. The block which has now emerged requires business skills, people skills, cross-functional skills, cross dependencies. You are working from remote. If you have a problem in an office environment, you can go to the boss and sort it out. Now you are not in office. You are based out of Jammu. Your boss is based out of Canada. Your client is based out of America. Those are the scenarios now. So how do you start working? How do you interact? Remote interactions will become very objective discussions, cross-functional competencies, cross-dependencies. So you will have to learn a lot of that stuff to collaboratively work, share information, learn from others. Earlier, people were using virtual machines, which is a part of cloud computing and a major part of edge computing. Now it is mandatory. You will have to have a single virtual machine with each and every guy. Now will require maybe 10 virtual machines because softwares worth 10 GB worth kind of different level of codes will require 10 machines of 1 GB each divided between 10 people. All 10 people are working remotely and then sharing and creating one common software. So the world will change from trying to do everything to do intelligent things differently from remote and then collaborate, bring them on a platform, make one big block of that, join that block, and hand it over to the customer. So that is the way the world is moving. So let's see how does it impact you again. Go ahead. So look at this. Suddenly, half of whatever you were preparing for, half of 50% of what you had learned, 50% of what you were preparing for in terms of interviews, in terms of your next level is gone. Suddenly vanished. It has created a new stage. And now that is a black box. What you now need to focus is on the right side, inside the box. That is where you will have to prepare hard. So suddenly the stage has changed. Whatever you were doing earlier, whatever you had thought and imagined earlier, had moved out. That is why those 5 hours are very important. That is where you will have to reform. You will have to reinvent yourself. You will have to kind of rephrase entire thing and move into a reform zone to move to next level. Go ahead. So what possible areas I think you can work with people sitting out there with your faculty. They are based in Jammu. They can possibly help you in terms of 2 areas which you can quickly focus on next 3 months, which is business certification to take care of all your skill development in certification module, cross-functional work skills, people skills, personality development, skills, communication skills, and since internships play an important role, so project-based internships, work from home, sitting at your location, get an industry project, get a mentor from industry. Project will be driven locally, work from home, but the certification mentor and certification will come from industry. That's the new world. Now you cannot have an internship on site, but those internships will continue. So how do you do that internship? You will have to figure out from local people in terms of what all areas they are focusing on, where they are tying up, what is their level of confidence in terms of getting you those projects, and then you can continue to do these kind of internships locally now. So that's where the world is moving, and I think that's where you will have to pay a huge amount of attention. Yeah, go to next. So changing methodologies also, if you look at the learning cycles, the pedagogy of curriculums, the models will have to be now dynamic. You will have to understand what does a learning cycle mean. How do you learn sitting at remote? While you are at your home, the other participant is in a different time zone at his home, and the mentor is also in a different time zone at a different industry. Your institute tutors are also at a different location. Can you understand the meaning of collaborative working? Can you explore how to work with peers sitting at home? Can you look at the introspection cycle, which we call as inquiry learning cycle, which is like I wonder, I investigate, I record, I discover, I think, I try, and I then reflect the entire learning. So those will be the new models which will quickly emerge to bring all the blocks together, and that is where the new talent will emerge. So knowledge is good, but your knowledge will have to be coupled with a new skill to get that talent in place. So if you look at various announcements, and I think students would have been following that announcement, Google and Facebook, the 2 major giants, have already announced work from home till 2021. So they have understood there is no point opening offices, there is no point paying rentals, which are huge. So let us straight away go into work from home scenarios for all our employees. Twitter, which is another trend-setting company, has already said that it is for us, it is going to be work from home from now onwards till always, whether COVID goes or COVID stays. So virus will go in 6 months, maybe 1 year, once vaccine will come, but the impact will be seen in terms of changes which is living. So work from home will become a reality, remote working will become a reality. Offices will continue to squeeze, except for the manufacturing industry, where plants are required to manufacture, they will continue. You will have to go to the plant to manufacture goods. That services will continue. Rest of the services, primarily on the IT side, on the consulting side, on IT services, software development, all these services will be completely remote. Transportation, logistics, verticals, back offices, all remote. So you will have to look at all those angles and emerge with dynamic training stuff. Develop that talent now, develop that skill now. Knowledge anyway is being imparted to you guys. You are doing relevant courses, you are doing your engineering, you will be rewarded degrees. I have learned a lot of good stuff being in a good college at Jammu. So knowledge will not be your challenge. Your challenge will be the skill upgradation with that knowledge. Your challenge will be how do I become talented? Because hunt will be for talent. The hunt for knowledge anyway is there, but these companies who want people to work from home or work remotely, that's an opportunity. Earlier, people used to say that I don't want to go to a big town. Can I get a job in Jammu? It could turn out to be real now. You would be staying at Jammu while working for a company in Chennai. Possible. Earlier it was not, now it will be. So that's the world we are moving towards. On that note, I open for question and answers. So any questions from anybody, faculty, anybody from student side, we can discuss. We can move to the next slide. So how do you want to handle questions, Harshdeep? We can allow them to speak now if you want. So I'm going through a question now. Say there will be a lack of efficiency in work from home. How would we tackle that efficiency? So let me give you real life examples. We have been working from home from last 45 days now. On the contrary, the efficiency has increased because we are saving 4 hours of driving time in major metros. So we have now our drivers who have gone home. Few of them are in Jaipur, few of them are in UP, few of them have gone back to South, in Kolkata. So they have gone to their hometowns. And from there, they log in, the tools are there, the machines are there, they work at their time, they have a task cut out, the efficiencies are increasing. So we are finding it better as compared to working in office. It all depends on the output now. So the earlier definition of efficiency that I will be in office, then I will be able to work. It is not about the office infra which helps. It is about the tools and technology which is available to you at home that helps. The efficiency will definitely increase rather than decreasing. And the world has observed that. Any other question? Yeah, one more comment I can see. In office, we have a shared resource. That is what is changing. That is exactly what I am telling you. That's a new skill you will have to learn. Dependencies on shared resources will be there. That shared resource is an resource who gives you a laptop, who solves your technology stuff. That will anyway be there, but again on remote. So our IT guy sits in Bhiwadi these days, which is 60 kilometers from Gurgaon, and he solves all the problems of any IT stuff. That is where every single employee will have to learn collaborative working techniques. He will have to learn how to work on Zoom, how to get onto Microsoft Teams, how to use those tools, what is edge computing, what is cloud computing. So knowledge of all those tools, which is the business skill which I was talking about, will be must to land up into a new environment. Even trainings and onboardings, we have recruited people, we have issued appointment letters, people have joined remotely, they have joined from their home. We have couriered their laptops, configured their laptops to their home. The work has started. They are part of all major meetings on Microsoft Teams, and they are doing efficiently whatever is required to be done. There is one more question which says, what skills should we opt for? As of now, I would say on the technology side and side, you guys are already doing your engineering, so it uh, gives you a liberty that of knowledge which you have already gathered. The skill have to be more on the cross-functional and people skills. How do you interact with people whom you can't see or you have not met? uh, how impactful you are in virtual discussions. How do you collaborate with various people on various platforms virtually? I would put those in category of people skills, in category of virtual skills, in category of cross-functional, cross-developmental skills on the business side. So I think those are the skills which will be required now, rather than technology will anyway be required. But you guys are all engineers, so that piece is taken care of. So in addition to that, you should look at all those techniques. Cloud is the future now. Cloud by default is the new currency. Cloud is in demand. It will continue. Major work will happen on cloud. Yes, there is one more question which says, work at home depends on network connectivity. Yes, of course it does. Internet is the new lifeline. A good Wi-Fi connection will be the new lifeline. Hopefully, Jammu will improve soon. Anybody who has a broadband connection at home, I believe, has a good connectivity. If he doesn't have, better get it very fast. Another question says, which internship course is the best, helpful, and useful? So for that, I think you should get into a workshop of your 5 hours. What do you intend to do? Which industry you want to go? Choose a couple of topics, bounce off those topics with your faculty, and maybe Sarbarinder can help there. Once you guys know your topics and industry you are looking for, then possibly Sarbinder will be able to help you in terms of which company internship is available, and he will align a project mentor with you to complete that internship and take you through that company's details and possibly prepare you for an interview also with that company. Yeah, I can see that. Kindly appeal for restoration of 4G. We have been working on that. As industry bodies, we have appealed. We were even filing a kind of a PIL in Supreme Court. It went there. Supreme Court even directed the government to do it, but they still do not want to do it for various reasons. Hopefully, things will improve very soon there. But till then, I think your broadband connections are allowed, so you will have to depend on the broadband connection at home. Especially for students, if you do not have a good Wi-Fi at home, please get it, because that it is must for you guys now. 4G may or may not be restored in near future, which is next 45 days. I don't see that happening. Earlier there was a date which came out but has been postponed again. So a good internet connection at home is must for you guys. Any technical question from your side in terms of areas of competencies to be developed? I clearly see beyond the areas which you are already working on, collaborative technologies of using various devices and tools, and knowledge of edge and cloud computing is must now. Yes, next question says, we can't, every company cannot perform. Yes, as I said, all the companies which are into manufacturing and require factories to produce the goods will continue the way they are. no change will happen there because you actually need to be in the plant to produce. I am talking about all the IT relevant stuff, IT companies, IT services companies, the Cap Journeys of the world, the Wipros, the Infosys, the TCS of the world, the Tech Mahindras of the world will change. They have already decided that work will be from home. All global companies like SOTI into software development are moving in that direction. Rest of the stuff like hospitals, transportation, logistics, where you have to be actually on the field, will continue on the field. Tarun wants to know every internship asks for experience. I think that internship for freshers will be taken care by Sarvarinder and Sudhir. They have relevant contacts in industry to help you there. So discuss with them where you want to go. They have, I think, collaborated with various software companies to help you there. This is a good question again. People like us who are going through this phase change, according to you, do you think this will turn out to be advantageous? There is a serious lack of soft skills such as language. So definitely it will lead to uh, complete overhaul of your personality. You have now time. I think the biggest advantage is while you are passing through a painful phase, the globe is passing through a painful phase. The biggest advantage is that you have a window of 6 months sitting at home. So for people who are looking positively at this opportunity, the opportunity is the time available to you now. You are at home and you can develop those skills. Get a mentor into place, find out what you need to develop, create your 5 hours, and get over all those soft skills issues. Soft skills, languages, communication skills is a part of the program which I think Sarvarinder again can help you there. Siddhant says that can IoT be the game changer now after COVID-19? IoT anyway was very important earlier also. It will be fast track now. There will be many devices which will be brought onto operating systems and those devices will have to be managed. Anybody, Tarun Singh says we will need jobs in 3-4 years. According to you, what soft skills and other skills? So I think along with your engineering skills, technology skills, the globe will also look towards verticalization of skills now. One skill pick up at the end of the 4th year that this is the industry, or a vertical skill, which is like whether it will be cloud computing, whether it will be cyber security, whether I will master machine learning, whether it will be specialization in blockchain or AI. So master that. 3-4 years is a good horizon of time. If you are in first year or second year, you have less to worry. People in third year and fourth year have more to worry. In terms of soft skills, I would put my bet on a collaborative business skill of working in remote or even in office. That business skill is required to interact with people, to build bridges with people, to use resources well. So communication skill will be very important. Collaborative tools and technologies usage will be very important. Cyber security I have spoken about. There will be huge amount of opportunity in cyber security. More and more work happens on the web domains and mobile phones. Cyber security will become a bigger and bigger challenge and bigger opportunity also. In terms of cloud, there is a question. In terms of security, cloud is the future now. In terms of cloud securities, it is better than physical securities. You can go and rob a bank when in a physical location. People have tried hacking at banking sites, but more and more tools of cyber security are being developed, and we are completely secure on cloud now in terms of Amazon web services coming into place. These locations are very strict. Double multi-factor authentications are being put into place. Single sign-ons are being put into place. So with the way hackers are smart and they try various things, so immediately a good software company tries counter that and comes out with solutions. So I think the virtual world is becoming safer and safer. It will become more safer in near future. So cloud will be very, very safe usage now. Even governments have gone on cloud. To give you an example, Indian Postal Payment Bank, all 2.5 lakh postmen which are working from remote on SOTI are on cloud, and they are making collection of payments. They are disbursing payments. All the subsidies to poor people during this period is being done through a mobile phone virtually on cloud. All right, any other questions, guys? So staying safe and staying healthy is very, very important during this period. That's the biggest concern, and that is the first concern. Stay healthy, stay fit. You are at home, so don't catch any bad habits. And Vicky Rupal is uh, cautioning again everybody that please don't increase your weight sitting at home. So I'm here to convey your message, Vicky. I have conveyed it. Don't worry, nobody is going to become obsessed. Studying overseas is a question. Yes, studying overseas will change now because it will also move online. So you may or may not want to go and physically study there. Online degrees will be as powerful as campus degrees now. So with that, I think let's end the session in terms of question and answers. And I thank you for having me here today. Hope the session was useful for you guys.
I, on behalf of Training and Placement Cell, GCT Jammu, deem it a great pleasure to propose the vote of thanks to all who have helped us in making this webinar such a resounding success. I would like to propose hearty vote of thanks to Dr. Smiru Sharma, Principal GCT Jammu, for providing encouragement and support. I would like to express profound gratitude to Mr. Ajay Abrol, in charge TNP Cell GCT Jammu, for very impressive welcome address. Thank you, sir. I am very grateful to Mr. Sarbinder Singh, Director of Innovation Education Services Private Limited, for inaugurating today's webinar and throwing light on areas Innovation Limited is working during and post COVID-19 pandemic. Sir, thank you so much for very interesting and thought-provoking words. I am also thank all our distinguished and dynamic speaker, Mr. Dinesh, Director, SOTI Private Limited. Thank you, sir, for making us aware about the various stages of COVID-19 and the hardest hit sectors which may not restart until 2021. You also emphasize the need for the leaders to think and act across the 5 regions or 5 Rs. That is resolve, resume, return, reimagination, and reform during and post COVID-19 pandemic. Perhaps a very new interesting definition of ours, thus making this webinar very interesting and informative. I'm very grateful to all members associated with TNP Cell, especially Mr. Sparshdeep Singh, Student Coordinator, for making this webinar a great success. Also, I'm very thankful to Mr. Sudhir Patania for giving TNP Cell GCT Jammu an opportunity to associate with Innovation Education Services Limited. Finally, the wonderful and students and faculty who have turned in a good number. Thank you all who have participated overwhelmingly and making this event a great success. I'm sure this webinar shall be very useful for you. Stay safe, stay home, keep learning. Thank you so much.